Well, hey everybody, busycando here, and thought I'd better explain what's going on. Uh, about a year ago, I met a guy on YouTube, Chris Killinger. Killinger Blades, BackwoodsAmerican, you all know him. Anyway, great guy. Him and I share a passion for axes, and we love to find these old axes and bring them back to life, you know. So anyway, we've been doing it and following along with Skognev, you know, building axes as he did the axes back. But it's just something that we have just always done. Anyway, love it, you know, love doing it. So anyway, we've been doing this, and of course Chris is a busy guy. He's building knives, and he has a family, and he's in the military, you know, and so he's a busy guy. But anyway, and holds down a full-time job. So I kind of threw something at him one day that hey, we should do a thing, long live the axe, because we just kind of, every time we sign off with each other, we just say long live the axe, you know. So he posted a video one day that maybe we should get these guys to dig out those old axes that they have laying underneath their bench or outside or wherever. Pick up an axe, refurbish it, bring it back to life, you know. So that's kind of what we're doing. So I've been working on, I did a hatchet for my wife last month, and the whole thing is we're going to try to put together an axe or fix an axe or build something for it, clean it up, whatever you guys want to do. Just, you know, post your axe videos, and we're going to do one a month. And so far I'm holding true with it, and so this is my part 2 of the axe, long live the axe. So looks a little different than it did part 1. I stained the handle, got it hung, and I'm not going to bore you with that right now. I've done videos on that. So anyway, this is where I'm at with this one. Probably going to build some leather for it next. I'm going to build a mask for it, and the reason I stained this thing, and I stained it the color I did, is because probably a year ago I bought a piece of leather, and look at it. You know, it's a beautiful piece of leather. It's kind of burgundy in color, and I just wanted to build an axe sheath with it. And I thought, why not make the handle kind of match? So I stained the handle, and I think it's going to look sharp. I've just got stain on this axe so far, and check that out. It's pretty sweet, isn't it? I've got no linseed oil on it or anything, so it's gonna sweeten up as I work on this thing. So this thing was a bear to hang. For one thing, I don't know what you call them. Done a lot of axes, and I just don't know what you call them. But inside this eye of this axe, there's little cleats in there, and they run the length of the cheek here. It's a bear to get those things in there. And I hung this thing with full intentions of, you know, a traditional hang, drive the wedge, swell it over the top, trim it off, and everything would be cool. When I hung it, to be honestly with you, I wasn't satisfied with it. It wasn't loose. It was, it just didn't swell out and fill the whole eye like I thought it would. And I've hung a couple of these, and this one was just difficult. So, and it probably would have been fine. But what I did is I just went ahead and I drove the steel wedges in it. Like I mentioned on part 1, is I got an elk season coming up here in a couple of weeks, and I wanted to swing this thing in elk camp. We're going to be camped up there for 9 days, I guess. So, and I wanted to bring a special axe along with me. So this is the one that I chose that I want to take with me. So, and I'll probably have other ones in my truck, you know, my babies. but I want to build a new one. This is a monster, man. It's good shape and can't wait to use it. So that's where I'm at right now. And I'm gonna, I've done a lot of work to this handle. I got this handle, it was a $3 handle. I bought 3 of them for $3, and they were big old fat monsters, just pigs. And this is the first time I ever worked on a handle like this. Usually I use a rasp and I rasp it all down and make it fit the way I want it to. But this time I used a belt sander, and I chucked it up in my pipe vise that I have, my pole vise, and I sanded the heck out of it with a belt sander. And I tell you, it was a lot of work. You remove a lot of material, but you can make a lot of dings and a lot of mistakes with it. So you really have to pay attention to what you're doing. Really have to keep your eye on it. So I don't know if that's the way to do it. I'm thinking that instead of saving money and getting a good deal on handles, pick the handle you like. $3 handle, even if it's good wood and it's got good grain in it and everything, but if it's fat and or chunky, if you don't like it, don't buy it. It's a lot of work. I spent all afternoon yesterday, I spent a good hour and a half or 2 hours slimming this thing down, rounding it over, making it fit, making it feel like I wanted to, and then I started working on the haft. So got a lot of time invested in this. What'd I save? $6, I could have just went out and bought a handle that I really liked and hung this axe and sanded the finish off of it and put some linseed oil on it and been happy. So anyway, little tip, I don't think I saved too much. Got to handle the handle a lot. I got to work it over, but I don't know that was really worth it. It's feeling good though. I like it. It's slender like I like it, and it's a good strong handle. And so anyway, that's where I'm at right now. I've got it hung, got it stained. Next thing is I'm going to start put some linseed oil on it, and I'm going to lay out my pattern for my sheath for this thing. Going to make a nice mask for it, and I think this time I'm going to use a buckle instead of a snap. So be my first time doing that, using a buckle on an axe sheath. So let's see how that turns out. Anyway, part 2, long live the axe.